Hey everybody, all right, we have went through the listing process and you learned a little bit about preparation for the meeting, to do your discovery meeting. And so now what we're gonna dive into is the listing presentation. And what the listing presentation is basically a booklet that's gonna show all of your businesses and your accolades and the services they provide and why you are who you are. And you're gonna probably be thinking, man, I don't know, how do I do that? That's okay, we got you. Here at Legacy Broker Academy, we've already made it for you. You can just doctor it up, put your logo on there, your colors, however it is, and you can change some of the verbiage to maybe fit you and your business a little bit better. So I want to walk you through this listing presentation and just show you kind of a little bit about it. Some key points that you want to know on just your discovery meeting is you don't know where this is going to happen. So I've seen people use just the paper that you have right here. Oh, I got some here. There's some here in paper. I've seen people use iPads and then say, I'll send it to you. It really depends on the preference. So you may need a Zoom call. So this is great for you to have an actual PDF version that you can send and print. What I always do, have a bunch of them with you because you don't know when a meeting is going to happen. You truly don't. You may make a call and he's like, can you come here right now? If you're not prepared, you could be freaking out. And so if you're prepared, the butterflies are going to be a little bit less. You're going to be less nervous because you've done this. And some of it is just repetition. So let's dive into it. The first step is just saying exactly what your business is. You may have a slogan, you may have something that's just the cover, right? So want to have a really good eye-catching cover and put a nice, great image, high quality. When you're doing these, you want to have some really high quality ink. If you don't have a great printer, I would say you can go to Canva, you can go to your local business or print shop and you can get a bunch of these out, make sure it's really nice paper. And then we're going to just dive into, a little bit more, which is, how we close the deal fast and for top dollar. We want to use these key words to get them excited, like, hey, I need to close my business really quick. I need to get this thing sold. Oh, they can sell it for a lot of money, that sounds great. So we want to highlight some of those things. So in this presentation, we've highlighted that. That's something that you can feel free to change all you want. And those are some things that we've seen in the business that are going to be really triggering things, because most of these people, they want to sell and they want to sell fast, and who doesn't want to sell for top dollar? So very important. So page 3, we're going to dive into expert valuation and strategic positioning. The valuation of the company is very important. They may be the expert at making pizzas, if it's a moving company, if whatever they're doing, they're the expert at that. They're trusting you to be the expert, to understand their business, their finances, and really make a really great understanding of how much that business is worth. Now, there's going to be really 2 different types of business owners that we've ran into. That's going to be one business owner that's going to know exactly what they're going to list the business for. They don't need a valuation, but they know what it's worth. Then you're going to have one that has no idea what they're going to list it for. And if you're like, I don't know how to do a valuation, I don't know how that, don't worry. We have courses that you can go and take. There'll be the link somewhere below. Go and click there, get all registered, take that course. It's going to walk you through on how to evaluate a business, what key points you're going to. However, what I recommend, find a third-party evaluation company. It's going to save you time, energy, and just like the person knows the business owner knows how to make pizza, the valuation company is going to know how to evaluate companies the best, which is going to give you the best positioning in the market to understand, and also the seller to know actually what his business is worth. So the next one is business plus digital footprint. So basically what we're doing in this, we're saying, hey, it's a digital world here. Let me say, hey, this is what I saw. This is what I saw. And it's going to speak volumes to your presentation and who you are as a broker, that you actually came prepared. So those are really great points in there. So moving on to the next one, business walkthrough. So this is basically just saying one thing that you're going to do is you're going to take a walk through their business, and you're actually going to assess the things that they're going to need, because every business is a little different. So if they have inventory, if they have machines, you're going to have to be asking questions. So this is a really great point. If you are actually meeting them at their business, this is going to just be happening as you go. It's a great conversation as we're walking through this. And I'll tell you, many times you're not even going to they're just going to take this and they're going to read it later. Sometimes all this stuff's just going to come out as you go. And especially as you start memorizing some of these and you're going through all of the growth, you're going to be able to just, the more you do it, the more reps that you get in, it's going to just start flowing. And then you're going to start closing deals quickly. This is going to help so they have something to take with them. So the next step in the presentation is really getting your business ready for market. This is important because Most of them maybe haven't sold a business, they ran a business, but to sell a business is different. And so it's really important for you to be able to tell them and then be able to have something with them that they can look and be like, okay, here's the steps. Here's how I get my business ready. Our buyer is going to come through it. What are they going to look for? This is going to set them up so they have a great understanding of what they're in for in selling the business and how to do it. And then what we're going to do is you want to talk about marketing. You want to talk about your marketing plan. So we have a very rich marketing plan. So we talk about how we're going to list it, what we're going to do as far as marketing. And the most important thing, if you say it, do it. Don't say you're going to do all these things and you don't do it. So if you see something in here that you're like, I'm not going to do that, don't put it in there. Take it out. Because the worst thing you want to do is to have a bad reputation and then start asking questions and you don't have it. And just being truthful, having great ethics is super important in business brokering. And then you can have some special incentives. We have a little section here, which is special things that you do. So we add that section right there purposefully. If you have a newsletter that you put out, something specific that you're doing than other businesses, this is the place that you're going to put it. Okay. We also want to talk about privacy and protection, your NDA. The NDA process, as we will go into in a later video, when we start going in and we have the listing live and talking to buyers, is really important. And business owners are going to respect that you're going to talk about their privacy. How important is you're not going to share the numbers with everybody, only the people that have actually signed a non-disclosure agreement. So it talks all about that. It's very important that we do that. And then number 7, on page 7, we're talking about, hey, what do we do as far as vetting these buyers that come in? Like, what are we doing? Explaining your process is really important because you might have ran into somebody, especially doing the 30 days to get you a first listing. You might be talking to people that already have their business for sale, and they've been getting inundated with calls. So there may be a question that they go, like, how are you going to handle that? This is why I can't do this. I have to run my shop and it's just so much. So what are you going to do about it? Have those answers ready. And that's why we provide the section. So if they take this home, they're like, oh, see, they got to figure it out. I wish I would have done that. This is why I'm hiring this person, because I can't do that. And then also talk about in here in the number 9, we want to talk about how we are going to have great negotiation and support throughout it. Like I said, they've never sold a business before. They don't know how to negotiate. Maybe they're not good negotiators. They're good at doing what they do. Be great at doing what you do, which is negotiating. So tell them you're going to walk them through every step, every possibility that could happen based upon, a negotiation situation that may happen. So if somebody's asking for, seller financing and they go, should I do this? You're going to give them the options. You're not going to tell them anything, just the options. Well, here's what could happen. Boom, boom. Here's what could happen. Move. So if it's the only offer, you guys are going to have to deal with that. But it's good to talk about how great you are at negotiation. It's really important. And then you're going to talk about your successes, your results-driven approach to maximize revenue is what we have down. Basically, you want to talk about, hey, like, why are you the person? Why, what results have you had in the past? If you're new to this, you might want to just keep this section like it is, or lean on your brokerage or your firm that you work with. Just because you haven't doesn't mean you don't have the support behind you, and you can piggyback off of the accolades and the results that they've had in the past. So lean on them. That's why we've done a lot of business. We may have some new brokers at BizBroker Plus, the firm that we partner with, but we say lean on us because we've done this before. So if you need help, we're there. So you can piggyback off of all the achievements that we've had and all the business that we've sold. And then the question is right here at the end is, are you ready to sell? We want to put that in their brain. Really, are they wanting to sell this business? And then the last page is just all about you. So there's gonna be a place where you're gonna put your headshot. This is gonna be a place where you're gonna be able to put maybe a little bio, why people like working with you, anything that you want. This is really where you're gonna make it your route. All of this is available through the course. There'll be a link down below. You can also go to Legacy Broker Academy. You can go down to the downloads and you can go see all those and download anything you want that's gonna be helpful. And then you can fully customize it yourself via Canva, and you can set it up however you want, but it's all done for you, part of this training. So we're excited for that. So now that you're kind of getting to that point, we're really gonna have to start diving in what to say. I mean, this business owner is in front of you. You've prepped for this. What do you say? So we're gonna dive into some scripts, We're going to dive into some conversations of what we're going to have with the business owner.